Oh, I came here for a morale boost. I came here to rally. I came here to push me through the end. Cause bitch, I'm fucking tired. I'm tired as fuck. I wanna be done. I wanna be done so bad, but it's coming out cute. I'm still happy. I'm just so fucking tired, bitch. I'm so fucking tired, bitch. And we're still not done. We're still working on it. This is probably the longest it's ever taken me to complete a hairstyle, and it's because I'm really taking my time, but also I just didn't plan properly. I just jumped into it. It's been a minute since I did a protective style, but I just jumped into this, and I wish I would have just curled all the hair before I did any of this shit, because that's what's really holding me up right now. Is this custom curl nonsense? Like I'm really trying to curl every piece of hair, and I'm tired. I'm really tired. But I know it's gonna come out cute. It's already looking fucking amazing. Like I'm gagging, bitch. That crochet tool. That crochet tool. Yes. Get locks real quick, bitch. Especially if you're doing really. But I'm just trying to get my ends together, bitch, because I didn't want them to look scraggly. I'm just really trying my best to give a good goddess lock. I got some adornments. I'm not doing shit with adornments right now, though. I'm not worried about that. But right now, bitch, we are in crow mode, and bitch, I'm just taking me a little fucking break. My back hurt bad as shit. I'm tired. On top of that, I started to just go through some old videos and just laugh and just be grateful for the space. And I just want to say thank you if you've been here, if you've been someone that talks or not. Just thank you for being here, because I'm telling you, the magic of community is not lost on me. Like some of those lives from like 2 years ago, bitch, when I was struggling. What up, Mustafa? I'm screaming at the name. Um, I just feel like, as I said before, even in the video, like I would not have made it through some of this shit if I didn't have a place to go and talk shit. And just thank you for again just being here if you were, or talking shit back. Because real talk, one thing that is really important for anybody who has a friend or knows somebody going through housing insecurity, just having people to talk to, it gets so hard because people really do not want to talk to you if you're down bad. And when you don't have housing and you're crowdfunding, people really will act like you don't fucking exist anymore. So just thankful for, knowing that I still existed, even when I was looking like Bagger fucking Vance. And honestly, bitch, when I looked back at Bagger Vance, I was like, bitch, I wish I looked like Bagger Vance. Like at that point, whoa. It's just wild what you could be going through and looking like, bitch, for real. Shit is crazy. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful as fuck that I even got the opportunity to just talk my shit and just be a fucking complete mess, down bad, and still feel worthy enough to share. Because there's moments now where I watch old lives where I was going through a lot and I still made myself laugh. I still found some joy, and that shit matters to me so much, especially now when I'm trying to figure out what the fuck else I'm trying to do out here. Now that I'm doing more than just, surviving, what else can I do? And just going back to moments where I wasn't sure if I was gonna fucking make it, and just going back to moments where I could laugh when wasn't shit that funny. I'm just grateful I had company, bitch. Honestly, just thank y'all. With that being said, I'm literally just here to talk shit. Do I have a heart of stone? Absolutely. I am one of the rockiest bitches. Definitely. I would have to say that, yes. Yo, this is unrelated to everything, but if anybody here has ever watched Bad Girls Club, there's a Bad Girls Club channel on Pluto. It's a free streaming service for TV. For anybody out there who just doesn't know, Yes, you can watch TV for free, and they have a cheaters channel, which I'm obsessed with it. But I was watching Bad Girls Club earlier, and I was watching Natalie's season. Okay, all right. Well, I hope you take care of that. Whatever's going on, I hope you take care of it for real. I really do. I'm not sure what's going on, but take care of yourself. Anyways, so I'm watching the season with um Natalie, and bitch, that season was so fucking boring. Like outside of Natalie acting a fool, it was boring as hell. And then after Flo fucking broke their ankle, that shit fucked me up. It fucked me up so bad because the way that they treated her before and then after, wild. And then bitch, why I was watching the scene over when Natalie like left Flo at the house because they were embarrassed of her at the club. And like, hear me out. I've had like an air cast before. I've never broken a bone, but like she clearly a strong person. You know, you got to be really strong inside to go to a club with a broken foot or a broken ankle. Like you have to really believe in yourself. Most people wouldn't do that. So right then and there, I just was like, why would you want to be on Flo's bad side? But they all seemed very much united. Like it was just such a cult vibe. You know, Natalie was running it for sure. I swear to God, that season was so fucking boring. And then that whole storyline where Annie keeps on trying to get Kate to be fatter, putting butter in her eggs, putting sugar in her protein powder. And it's just like, yo, like what kind of warfare? Like it's just when I watch Bad Girls Club now, all I can think about was the day Dane asked me if there was a prize. And it was like in the middle of somebody getting beat up. He's like, there's a prize, right? And I'm like, no. He's like, they don't win anything. I'm like, no. I'm like, the prize is the house. I'm like, they get to tear up a mansion for like 3 months. And I feel like I say this every time I bring up Bad Girls Club, but one of the girls on the show, we spoke back in the back in the back. I'm not revealing who because, like, Loki, it doesn't seem like she wants the limelight, so I'm not going to do too much. But me and her were talking because I was genuinely trying to be on Bad Girls Club at some point. I'm glad it never worked out. I'm glad it never worked out. But me and her were talking, and bitch, I had some questions. And what she told me was that they don't give the girls food. That's the only reason why I never went on Bad Girls Club. I know it sounds messy, but I'm being so fucking for real. Like when I found out there was no food in the Bad Girls Club house, that you have to buy all your own food, and like they give you a check per week, but like you're an unknown in the beginning, so they're not giving you too much. But if you don't have money when you go there, like you're broke. And so I was like, bitch, I was like, so, and then it just low key made the show look even crazier because there were times where it was clear like these people are hungry. I never looked at the show the same because it's like there were times where girls was like, they weren't just drunk, they didn't have no food. And maybe they spent their money on something like a phone bill back home to keep a phone on or something because you can't, like there's no cell phones allowed like when you go, like you can't be put, like anything that happens like they want to know about it. And so that's why they be doing emails and shit on the computer, like they want to be all in your business for those 3 months. So that's another layer to this too. And so again, like just hearing that the Bad Girls Clubhouse had no fucking food in it, it made me understand why like people would just be fighting about food because it's like bitch, like they really make you buy everything yourself. And again, why some people was eating, when they would go out, if you look at the plates, when you go out, if you look at the plates, you can really see, like, again, I just feel like watching anything back from like 10, 15, 20 years ago, it's just torture. Like, I watched a movie today called Small Soldiers. I wouldn't suggest anyone watch it. It's not that cool, but it is one of those movies from my childhood that I remember very vividly, I thought, but watching it now, it was just like there's just some movies where it's like the whole plot is like white people good, indigenous people bad. And I feel like even though this movie tried to do something clearly, it just made me think of Avatar and how like a lot of these movies are really just showing us some quote unquote savage white colonizer who's projecting on some indigenous person that is minding their fucking business. And that's literally what the whole shit was. It was indigenous people minding their business and white people colonizing and being annoying and being destructive as fuck. And again, like I remember watching it as a kid and thinking it was so like it was a good movie. And watching it again, it was just like again, like watching it, I'm not saying it's a good movie, but it's one of those movies that like reminds you like where we live. Like it reminds you that like America is like the imperialist bully. I'm crying. Elle, I have a question for you. How come you call me Marsh every time you come? Because there's nothing that says Marsh anywhere. So I'm just trying to figure it out because this isn't the first time you've done this, and I just want to get clear on what my name is with you because my name has never been Marsh, ever. But I appreciate you for coming by. But I want to get this settled. I hope you're having a good night. But my name is Nines or Marshmallow. Those are the two names that I consent to be called. If there's an old name that you remember, cool. No, the name was never Marshmallow. It was Marfmellow, Marf. There's no Marsh, but I appreciate you though. I appreciate you. It was never Marshmallow. But Marfmellow or Nines, those are the only two names I'm open to at this point, but I appreciate you. Mustafa, are you high? I'd like to know that. You're good. You're good. You're good. I just be wondering why you was calling me Marsh because I was like, who's Marsh? I appreciate you for understanding. But yeah, like I was saying though, like the movie Small Soldiers is literally just a reminder that like America is demonic as fuck. And they believe that no matter what happens to you, some money will fix it. No matter what happens to you, money just has to fix it. And it's just annoying as fuck. Cause I appreciate being able to watch movies from my childhood and see them in a new light. But that movie really just hit me that like America it's just so invested in telling a story about everyone else being bad, underdeveloped, dumb, and just the ways that it's just so in the stories that are uplifted. Unrelated, but me and Dan watched My Cousin Skeeter. If you didn't grow up on Nickelodeon, that's okay. But watching that show had me just sitting with again the erasure and the ways that like so many just so many like kids shows were just again about programming, and it's the way that I can't unsee that instead of like finding a new black child to like platform, they just got a puppet and just use the puppet as like an actor, which I don't think again, like when you're a kid you're not thinking about shit like that, but as an older person I'm like, man, like you cannot unsee the ways that these like execs were like, okay, let's get some exoticals and let's get a puppet, like, and we'll make it seem like this is programming for black children. And again, the ways that as a kid I loved that fucking show. I like the fucking theme song. It sounds like a Missy Elliott song. Like again, the ways that like they were like, hey, like this seems like something some black people would like. And again, the ways that like they were trying to tell a story, and again, like just the minstrelsy of it all, and just the ways that if you're not around people who are aware of like the minstrelsy of the entertainment sector, you'll just be sitting there and like indulging. Am I married? Honestly, no. I like want to be married to my partner, but only if it makes sense, like for both of us. Like I feel like I wouldn't want to be married right now. Then again, then again, excuse me, I think if we were to get married, we might be able to pimp the system low key because I feel like the system is trying to get people to get married. But watch it be like I just have a bad feeling because I don't know if anybody heard, but they got these things called marriage camps. Apparently, if you're single in America, there's going to be camps to find you a bookie. That's kind of terrifying, right? But yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that there's going to be places where people are going to be encouraged to get together and have kids for the state. And that just has me sitting with the ways that, like, again, I I hear them saying that, but what I really hear is like, hey, white people, we're gonna match you up. And again, it just makes me think of like just again the ways that like whiteness is so worried about a birth rate. So worried about a birth rate. You can Google it. Google marriage camps. You can Google this. Anything I bring up, like there will be a link in the comment section below. Just so you know. If you don't want to wait, you can Google anything I talk about here. It is not something I just pulled out of my booty. Promise. I would not waste your time like that. Look into marriage camps. And again, I don't think they're going to be for people of color. I don't think that's the point of them. I think the point of them is to get a bunch of white people to fuck each other for the state. And again, it makes you really wonder like who they're going to be asking to come together. And it's going to be like, duh, January 6th type dudes. Manosphere, you know what I mean? Like men that probably can't find people because they're awful. And so I worry about that aspect of it. And then again, they want white babies, right? So who are they looking for? Not me. They're definitely not looking for me, bitch. So it just makes me think about who they're trying to get. And again, it's the ways that so many white women overwhelmingly voted for Trump. And it's like, yo, I just feel like we're gonna see like G.I. Jane type shit, like white bitches trying to, because again, that's who they want. They want white bitches to give birth to white babies. That's the whole point of all of this shit. Like, that's the whole point of them saying what they're saying. Like, they're trying to control white women sexually because that's what they want. They want white women to produce something for their disposal. And it makes me just think about the ways that like they don't care about more human life on earth truly. They care about somebody to make sure that their kids have people to enslave. Like it's really sick when you think about it. But most people on the ground, we're child free. And even the people that got kids are breaking silence about how rough it is. Notice like who's really worried about a birth rate? You know what I mean? It's just like the talking points of people who, again, are part of the other class. Because if you're here listening, we're all a part of the same class. We're the people that have to wake up and do something to get some money. There are people in this society who know that they don't have to wake up to get no money. They already have our money. Our money is their money, bitch. So again, I just want folks to consider like you and the person outside with a sign, the only difference is time, bitch. The only difference is time, family scaffolding, ability, your job. Hear me out though. You're saying the birth rate of Caucasian people is decreasing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. When we're looking at, first of all, when we're categorizing people as Caucasian, we are failing to consider what's being said. Whiteness is cultural homelessness. That is what we're talking about right now. We're talking about a bunch of people who don't have a culture, because white isn't a culture. Let's talk about that. There's no culture. There's none. That's like again, it's why if you look up how the Irish became white, how the French became white, how the who was it? The Armenians. Like, just look up how these people became white, especially in American context. Because again, I want people to just know, like, there will be so many links in the comment section below. Because again, we are being shown images by who to think certain things. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Like the white birth rate being low. What they're trying to tell us is there's too many of y'all non-whites. That's what the messaging is really trying to tell us. There's a fear. But let's pull back. White people are 13%. Excuse me, white people are 7% of the global population. 7. Just keep that in mind. White people are actually the minority in globally. In America, they're a pretty big majority. However, the ways that they talk about themselves, again, birth rate means what? They're really talking about labor. They're really talking about labor. And again, if white people's numbers are low, what does that mean about management? Again, it's the ways that people of color are absolutely outnumbering white people and have for a while. But in America, it is a talking point that can again rile up the base of racists. White people, unfortunately, do not realize that within the human species, white isn't a thing. It is a set of phenotypes that keep fucking each other. I need people to consider that whiteness isn't real, but the phenotypes, excuse me, that they're saying are white vary, very much vary. A lot of people can be white while also having some kind of cultural or ethnic connection for sure. And so with that being said, it's the way I used to think about white people, like, okay, white with a pepper, white with a pinto bean, white with hummus. You know what I mean? Like I used to think about it in that way. But now I'm just trying to hold that like whiteness is a project and it's unfolding. It's unfolding. And so there are people that are being considered that are not being considered white now that are absolutely white, but people have know about their cultural ethnicity, may know about a grandparent that is the color of a Hawaiian roll. Again, the way that race operates in America is for power and for labor. What up, Carmen? Los Santos. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Is this really Lamar from fucking Grand Theft Auto? I'm fucking screaming. Yo, tell me why I ordered onion rings tonight and they were cold, bitch, and I wanted to fucking fight. Has this happened to other people? Like on some Big Back Chronicles, like has anyone ordered food recently and it was like cold as fuck? Like they had made the food earlier and like they just put it in a bag for you? Like is anyone else having this experience? Like I just feel like restaurants are done. I don't know if anyone else is feeling me on that, but I just feel like it's so dangerous. Like bitch, I got fucking food poisoning off a hamburger the other day. A hamburger. Food poisoning. A hamburger, bitch. And it wasn't like a medium. And low key, bitch, I feel like they knew the meat was off before they fucking cooked it. Because they cooked it hard as fuck. And I'm like, girl, I ain't never got a burger from you this fucking hard. They're good for a little medium well, but I'm telling you, that burger was cooked like they knew it was off. My butthole, sorry, but whoa. I feel violated. Can't even get a hamburger these days. It's rough out here, bitch. But fuck them. I'm about to make my own hamburgers anyway. They're not gonna stop shit. Bitch, low key, wait till I fucking finish these curls. Bitch, my shit coming out cute. My shit coming out so fucking cute, bitch. But I'm fucking tired, bitch. For real, bitch. Oh my fucking god, bitch. I can't believe I did all this. I'm about to put these two hoes together because ain't nobody back there. I'm about to blend like the last five, bitch. Stop buying food from processed food chains, bitch. You know what? I'm gonna have to get you up out of here because it was actually a small restaurant. It was actually a mom and pop. It was actually a bar. It was actually a new restaurant that just opened very recently. So, yikes. 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 Have a good night, though. I'm gonna get you up out of here, though, because you bugging out for no reason. Like, people really want you to, like, what? Like, and if it was McDonald's, it was McDonald's. But yeah, I'm not playing with you. I'm putting you in a little timeout. Because you're bugging out. Bitch, Nene. That's the thing. But listen, people want it to be your fault you got food poisoning. That's how far we are, bitch, at this point. People want to make it seem like you did something to get food poisoning. Like, girl, please. And 9 times out of 10, bitch, if you're ordering food, you're fucking tired. You're just trying to order some food to get through the day and not have to worry too much. But it's all good. I made some tuna fish salad, and I know it's gonna be good. Which state do I stay in? Why would I tell you that? Why would I give you that information? And just in case anyone's curious, I live in Titty World. If you look on the map, just type in Titty World USA, and that's where I'm at. Anyways, bitch, I'm telling you, I feel like I'm gonna curl these last two and I'm gonna go to sleep. But this one looking kind of crazy. I hate this for me, bitch. You never eat at work potlucks. I mean, where you work at? It depends on where you work. Like, yeah, let me not. Let me fucking not, bitch. Yeah, no, you really can't trust everybody's food. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, bitch. I swear, I did my hair like this because I really want to like just be more like, just get up and go. I really felt like if I do my hair like this, I'll be able to just, just go live life. I hope that's true. I just feel like I've been in the house way more than I want to be. And so I'm trying to just have a little style and then go the fuck outside and be a person who goes outside. How am I feeling? Bish, a mess. I hope you're doing well, though. How about you? You're from Turkey? That's cute. Shout out to Turkey, bitch. I'm about to go there for real and get me some more fucking edges, bitch, honestly, because my edges are fucking A. I'm so stressed. But it's strategic, though, bitch. Strategic. But yeah, no. Pray for me that my shit grows out and looks fucking thick, because dang. Dang, dang. You said your coworkers are cat ladies. Oh, wow. Yeah, no. I mean, again, I feel like it really depends on what's all going on. Boho twist. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I will never do this again. Like, I'm going to curl the hair before I ever do an install. And then on top of it, if I ever do like another protective style, I feel like I'm either gonna do this with like a boho with the boho hair already. Cause again, like all this extra curling shit, like again, I love the thickness. I feel like that's the thing. Like I love how these curls look. I love it. It makes me so happy. Like, bitch, I'm obsessed. And even this one has its own little life. I'm gonna have to hit this girl again. I might actually have to take this one out and switch it with something else. Just because, again, like I want some drama, I want some wave, and again, these curls are gonna fall. These waves are gonna fall. Thank you, bitch. I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, no, I'm trying my best to just keep it cute. But I think this one gonna have to come out because again, it just came out a little too wavy. I need it tighter. What we gonna see, bitch? We gonna see. Actually, speaking of, I actually boiled these hoes earlier because I'm trying to just get it done, bitch. I'm fucking so tired. I hate this shit. Like, this is why it costs money, bitch. Like, no games. Like, this is why the girls raise their prices because this shit is actually so fucking laborious. And if you know how to do fucking hair, bitch, I pray for you because I know bitches are bothering you. Woo, bitch. Ooh, look at this one. I think I'm gonna put this one right here. Yes, I think I'm gonna switch it. Yes, God, bitch. Thank God some of them came out right. This one looks fucking crazy, so I'm gonna put this shit in the bag. Ooh, bitch, these fucking flexi rods. Just thank God for these flexi rods, cause imagine trying to do this shit on your head. Crazy work. But I'm still doing it. I'm still fucking doing it, bitch. Even though it don't make no fucking sense. I'm gonna still figure it out, don't worry. But yeah, these curls came out. You can do more than one, bitch. Just so you know, you can do more than one on a flexi rod. You can layer them. Just so you know, save your time. You could do more than one piece. Sure can. Sure can. You just gotta be strategic. Look at that shit. And that's gonna be in the back too. Mm-hmm. We are almost done, bitch. Hallelujah. I would stomp if I could, but I don't even gotta stomp in me, bitch. I wanna go to sleep. Does anybody have anything they want to talk about? Anybody got some news they heard about? I swear I haven't heard shit. I'm trying to think. I know somebody had just passed away. Somebody had just passed away and everybody was gagged. Oh, the doctor from damn, I don't watch that show, no shade. Grey's Anatomy. People were gagging. People were like, oh my God, he's so young. Also, sidebar, unrelated to everything, apparently Snooki has cancer, bitch. I really am glad they called it stage 1, but damn, that was like whoa. And guess who told me? Dane. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I swear, he is so fucking. He be in the mix. He loves social media, bitch. I love that about him. He be really knowing the tea. He be really knowing all the news. But yeah, no, I can't even. Yeah, I'm like, is there anything? Ooh. Does anybody care about Is God Is? Ooh, Jasmine, you're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong. Like, I be looking at the Pixie girls and I be like, I'm so close. I'm so close to getting like a henna hairline transplant. If I get my hairline, if I just get a little, what's that? A little Beijing. If I get a little Beijing on the sides, I think I could just, you know, get a fade on the top. But one of my friends got finger waves and that shit looks good as hell. Now what time is it in the USA, girl? I'm screaming. 9:45. No, like literally, like bitch, 300 is crazy, but I also feel like at this point, I just feel like just get a crochet hook. For real, for real. Like it just makes more sense at this point to just get the crochet hook and do it yourself. I know it's time consuming. And again, had I got my shit together before I started this shit, I would not be here right now. But I ain't really care. I also thought that like I forgot that when you cut your hair before you do a protective style, hiding the ends from popping out is way harder because they're so sharp and healthy. So I cut a lot of my hair off, honestly. I did a big, big, big cut. Like I wouldn't call it a big chop, but definitely cut like 3 to 4 inches off my whole shit. And bitch, I only had like 6 fucking inches, honestly, maybe 7. So I'm kind of bald right now. So I'm kind of like I said, I'm leaving this shit until fucking summertime, bitch. And when I take it out, I might put it right the fuck back in, bitch. Like I might just put this fucking hair in like an apple cider vinegar Castile like bath, and then and then like just replot it out. You know what I mean? Like depending on how it's looking afterwards, I might switch my part to the other side. But as it stands right now, I crocheted it. I like how it's coming out. It's not done. Like there's another braid that needs to get another edge to it. But so far, I'm not mad. I just feel like it has to grow out a little bit. I feel like when you first put in crochets, they look a little, you know. So we're gonna get it though. We're definitely gonna get it. Can I cornrow? Yes. I should have did that shit, honestly. But that's the thing. I wanted to do the fucking crochet invisible vibes where like while it was when it started growing out, I wanted it to look mad real. And in retrospect, I should have just left the front out and did it like box braids in the front only and then box braided the rest down. In the back there's a bunch of like little cornrows because I at some point I start realizing no one's gonna be back there. Just put some like do some a couple straight backs and that saved me some time. But again, I got too caught up trying to make the shit look natural that I really wasted my fucking time because I could have, like I said, just made the shit uniform and back. I could have used less hair. Like I really played myself when I did the supply. But in the end, it's gonna work out. In the end, I'm gonna be just fine. Cause we gonna have it. Yeah, I'm about to install this one right there. Maybe. It really depends. I think I'm gonna cut this little stringy piece off. But yeah, I really like I said, there were so many better ways to apply this and to install it, but I got too caught up trying to make it look real, trying to make it look, and again, I hate that aspect of like putting in weaves because it's like, bitch, I just feel like once you get the color matched to your natural, bitch, it's easy to get carried away. And that's what happened to me. Don't be like me, bitch, braid the back. No one's gonna see the back, even if you, but I feel like that's another thing too. It's like I want to do an updo, and that was my fear. It's like but I should have just thought about how I could just again, leave out like 3 inches the whole way around and box braid that. And then from there, no one will fucking know shit. I did not think about that. Really ain't think about it, but we here now, you know? We're here now. And again, I feel like I'm not done. Like there's still so much like under here. Like this whole area is undone. That's why this side look kind of bald. But wait till this side gets done. So I keep pulling it over here. Because this side, for the most part, is good. But we got a couple more, like, yeah, like the sides right here. But I didn't want to make it too bulky. That's another reason why I had to go back, take some shit out. 'Cause some of them were looking really heavy for where the fuck they were. Again, I did way too much. Don't be like me. Do better than me. I'm going to actually add way more curl to this one because I feel like it keeps falling on my face and I want to just give a little bit of drama. You said you used to buzz off everything every couple months for like 5 years. Oh shit. Your scalp is allergic to acrylic? Oh shit. You know what? I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of Brazilian wool? Because it looks really cool, but I've heard some people say that they didn't like it, but it looks really beautiful. Every time I see it, I'm always surprised at how close it looks to like just natural hair. But again, I'm not sure. Really? And you know what? With the name, you would think that it would not be that, but goes to show. People be just saying whatever. Wild as hell to me. Like, how the fuck you just lie? Motherfuckers be saying shit is one thing and it really be another. That shit stresses me the fuck. Oh, like, how are you supposed to navigate anything that you buy if motherfuckers is telling you it's one thing? Because again, that's why I was even looking at it. Because I was like, oh, but I think it's just like again, just lies, just to get especially black women to buy the shit and waste their fucking money, which is fucking sick. Like, I'm so fucking tired of the fucking bullshit, especially when it comes to consumerism. Like everything I keep seeing getting recalled and all this weird ass shit in the food. It's just the type of shit that makes you want to go vegan bad as hell. But it's like, bitch, and with whose money? Like, I just think about that aspect of it too. That like spending money on fucking food. Oh my god, especially if you want to eat some good shit. Like, damn, bitch. Like, y'all just reminded me that there's a spot that I really want to get soup from. Damn, bitch, watch that shit be closed. About to check though, cause bitch, I certainly, like I told y'all, they fucked up my food earlier and they gave me a credit. The least I could do is get myself a soup. Bitch, I cannot believe that it is already, like, we're already at the end of February. Can y'all believe it? I cannot believe it. I fucking hate this shit. Damn, not as closed. Bitch, for real. I just wanted some soup. Not holes. Thank you for talking about this because I've never heard anything like this, but I appreciate you for sharing because, again, all the fucking wild shit that can happen and you're just trying to play with your hair. I'm crying, Nima. Thank you so much. I'm definitely trying to get it together. We're so close to being done. I was telling Nubia on the phone that I wanted to put like bones and shit in here and like fucking have like a lizard like climbing up like one of my locks. Like, bitch, that's like really my dream. I really want to have like the most wildest hair, like accessories. I want people to be like, bitch, is that a fucking saber tooth? Like, I really want all types of shit in here, but we gonna see. Yo, I saw somebody with some beads that looked so beautiful. They were like square, chunky beads that were white. They look so nice. Like, I'm so obsessed with beads, bitch, right now. All types, like little ones, big ones. Like, I'm just like, fuck. Like, imagine. Like, like, bitch, I'm like so close to learning how to fucking knit. So close, bitch, to learning how to crochet. So fucking close. So fucking close. But I'm like, I'm worried for myself because I really want to make clothes and I don't want to start with knitting and crocheting. No shade to the knit crochet girls. No shade. I'm just saying, like, I wanna get like fabric really badly and just have fun. But I also want to make like a bunch of different things because again, like being fat means I know what would hit for my fat body and it rarely is created. But there's just a couple things, like there's a couple items that I already have that I started playing with because any outfit, anything you already have, any garment you already have, like you can wear it different. Like you can put it on differently anytime you want. And so I have this dress that I put on like a skirt and like it just the way it sat on me, it just made me think about how I don't really buy long skirts. I really never buy long skirts. And there's no reason. I never felt like that was a good look for me. But the skirt with the sweater looked really fucking cute. And it wasn't even a skirt, it was a fucking dress. But again, just the ways that you could just put something on your body differently. Like if you have a shirt, you could tie that shit around your body or wear it backwards. There's a lot of shirts I have that backwards they look way cuter than the right way. Mm. Hmm. I love the idea of making beads though too. Like I have no idea how you would make one, but I'm definitely thinking about it now. Because wouldn't that be fun if you could make your own hair accessories? Like there's so many things I want to make. Like I love having fresh flowers in my hair, but I feel like it's so hard to have that consistently. And it's like I wonder like how hard it would be to have like 3D printed like fresh flowers and like how hard it would be to like get those connected to like hairpins that are like not hurdy. But I also want to play with a 3D printer. I feel like I'm about to see what's out here because also sidebar, I found out that I'm not banned on Lex like I thought I was, and I feel like this is my personal feelings. The only reason why the ban didn't stay is because I was paying for the fucking premium service. Like one like last month I just randomly bought it just to see if it was worth my fucking time. It's not. But bitch, it's the way they absolutely banned me and then like I went to go log back in and it like said I still had an account which had me fucked up, but it also was like payment failed. And so it's like, okay, so they were trying to get another month's worth of money. It said I was banned. It absolutely said I was banned. Like I literally went to go do something and it said I was banned. And then I went on there, like, and looked like through my comments or whatever, and I saw like this white person saying that I sounded like a Fed, and I'm like, not. I sound like a Fed when I'm literally asking for white race traders and white abolitionists to like reach out. Like it had me just sitting with the reality that like white people without language will just say anything and waste your motherfucking time. I'm just fucking tired of just white people talking to me honestly and saying nothing. Like that's it's just so boring at this point. Like this one like I said, this white person told me like right before I was banned, this white person was like, "You're using whiteness like a buzzword." I just have a feeling that a bunch of white people like wrote something fucked up about me. And I did send them an email, which I didn't do last time because honestly, I just didn't think it'd be worth it. But I literally sent them an email being like, hurt feelings is not violence. I was like, I'm being candid about white supremacy because it has affected me. I'm gonna talk about it until I die. Oh well. And I was like, and I again I changed my picture to a picture that has like a bunch of like white supremacy behaviors attached to it because I wanted the admin to see, like, if they looked at my whole account, like, I'm going off about whiteness. Like, that's part of it. They told me I'm giving 12. They said that I was being racist. And literally all I was posting was that there's nothing for anyone black to do, that it's on the rest of us. I was posting about like how whiteness has harmed me so much and like I wish that like I could just stop performing like in particular ways, but I can't. Like I was just laying my burdens down, bitch. Honestly. Between me and you, I was talking shit. But I was banned, for sure. Like they banned me. But again, I only think they unbanned me because I don't think my email helped me. I think what helped me was that they had taken money from me and they thought, and like since I was still logged in, it was trying to get more money for this month, which it still hasn't because bitch, I'm broke. But I'm about to fucking unsubscribe. But yeah, I might be fucked if it happens again. But again, like there are white people that get so mad whenever I talk about whiteness like this, especially in queer spaces, because there are so many white queer people who really think like people of color are over exaggerating. Oh shit, your family used to make beads? That's cute as fuck. What a good memory to have. Thank you for sharing. I'm definitely gonna look it up because I have some ideas for beads. Like, there's just so many things I want to do. If I'm being honest though, I feel like I really want to be basic and just get a bunch of like gold rings. Not the ones that are like very, like, just not the ones that I typically get, but like jump rings that are like really thin. But I'm not sure, bitch. Like I remember one time I had a bunch of gold in my hair, like, and my hair was like this, and this man that I was dating walked up to me and was like, "You look like a fucking pharaoh," and I was like, "True." So that's my only hang up about it is like I don't want to give like Egyptian goddess, like that's not the look I was going for. I want to go more for like eclectic cutie. You know, that's why I'm trying to get some lizards. You know what I mean? I want something silly. Like I want like little lizards climbing up my hair. I want like maybe I don't know. Like I said, like some bone. You know, maybe like a raven's claw. Not real. Not real, bitch. No gore. No gore. No animal byproduct for real. Like all of this is like 3D printed. All of this is like not real. I don't want a real animals like anything in my shit for real. But like again, I just want it to look very witchy, like maybe some vines, you know what I mean? Again, 3D printed vine. You know? I just want to look kind of swamp. A little swamp, a little desert, a little mountain. That's cool as fuck, Jasmine. Thank you for telling us. Cause I feel like you could really do a lot. Like again, I've been noticing people carving with bone, and I'm so like, whoa, imagine having that skill. But yeah, no, shout out to Marley hair though. Like I really feel like this year I'm about to go nuts with the Marley. I feel like I'm about to go really nuts. Like, my next plan is the next time I get hair like this, like I might save this when I take this out. And then the next time I do it, my plan is to make the Marley like really big, like kind of like make each strand like really wide and make it look like really, really, really fat. But like, hmm, how do I say this? Kind of like a blowout, but I want it to look like a lock blowout. I don't know if that makes sense, but I want it to look like locks that are blown out. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it, but we're going to figure it out. Thank you. One with the bayou. Right. Like maybe like a broken eggshell. Maybe not that. Maybe not that. That's a little bit too far. Maybe a little bit of a. No, that's too much. That's too much. No. Hmm. Ooh, a firefly that really be flickering. You know what I mean? Yes. Just little things, you know? Little things. Ooh. Low key, I don't like to advertise that I smoke weed like outside for real, but like a little blunt charm. Like a charm with a blunt on it. And maybe it's like holding an actual blunt for like later. Maybe not though. That sounds insane. But it sounds fun to say. You know what I mean? It was fun to say, but I would never do that shit because I can't imagine having a blunt. Just imagine putting your head back and the blunt just breaks on your head. Like, ew, I hate that. Ooh, but maybe a little nug of weed though. A little nug of weed. I can see it. A little slice of pizza. A rabbit foot keychain at the bottom. You know what? You know what? Like 3D printed fox paw. You know what I mean? Yes. there's a part of me, like, this is gonna sound kind of OD, but I really want to crochet like some white pieces in it. I just feel like there's just something about it. Like, I remember back in the back, I did like half blonde, half black, and I really like that shit. But if I do it again, I'm gonna do white and I'm gonna crochet it. But we gonna see. I might even like add some like hair, like just not dye, but hair color, because I feel like that'd be really fun. Who knows? Who really knows? But the next time I do this style, my plan is to do like bigger curls. Like these curls are fun, but they're a little tight. I feel like this is probably gonna be more of how where I go, like just big, big, big. And I feel like I'm definitely gonna pay more attention to cutting them in half and making them super tight. Like I want like little baby ones all over the perimeter, and I want everything else up. Like I feel like my next plan, I'm gonna just chill, bitch, because who knows what's gonna happen. I might end up in the middle, just like cutting these and having them like down here or some shit. Like I guess you with like a little, not a lob, but just the top of the titty cut. Who knows though? Who knows? A lob could be fun. I'm trying to really think. A lock lob. Who knows? The solid white braid with the bang. Listen, the solid white hair was fun. It was a good time. I feel like if I'm gonna go white, I'm gonna wait till summer because I feel like that's gonna really pop. I feel like I'm not doing no shit like that. I feel like going darker in the winter always feels really rejuvenating. And so I'm really glad that I did this. But there's just a part of me that feels like I'm probably never gonna dye my hair again. I'm gonna leave that shit alone. I'm gonna leave it alone, bitch. For real. And just again, shout out to all the folks that was giving me hair care tips. I feel like Nima, you was giving me some tea. And I feel like Noe was as well. I'm grateful because again, I'm just trying to keep this in long enough to grow out what I did because I cut the fuck out of my hair and it was not because I wanted to. I just felt like my hair was feeling scraggly. And you just start watching those reels where like people have like a bunch of split ends and like the hair care stylist is basically like, see, she want to keep this hair. And I was like, I'm her. I want to keep this hair. Ends are split bad as fuck. So I can tell from the way my hair feels now, it's very happy. My hair is so happy right now, but I don't want to piss it off again. And the last bleach I did was foolish as hell. Everything I did was foolish, though. I'm grateful I still fucking have hair, bitch. After everything I've done, I'm just grateful my shit's still on my head, honestly, because it could have slid off a couple times. But yeah, no, I'm trying to think. Bitch, sidebar. Why did somebody send me a link about like a Nicki Minaj fan? And I'm only bringing this up because it's insane. Not because I really want to talk about Nicki Minaj. If you got something to say, feel free, obviously. But one of the Nicki Minaj fans was really like acting like Trump was actually a good person. And it was just such an awkward moment because I could tell throughout the tweet, like they were begging for like the MAGA people to talk to them. And it was so awkward because it's like, wow, who would have thought MAGA Barb crossover? Yuck. Like, bitch, like when she got with Kenneth, I was disgusted, but I didn't see the baby coming. Once the brother happened, so many people wanted her to be better. And a lot of people gave her a pass. I think about that. I think about how so many people are like, it's her brother. And it's like, yuck. But then when it was her husband, oh, and now she with Trump, and it's just like, girl, man, it's just wild. Oh, sidebar, do y'all care about the Tyra shit? I haven't seen the documentary at all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I never really got into America's Next Top Model. I thought this show was kind of boring. Personally, I just feel like the premise was like, okay, so you got a bunch of girlies that want to be models, and only one of them are gonna get it. I just feel like shows like that always anger me because it's like, wait, like even the cooking shows, it's like this person loves to cook, and like you're gonna have them compete with people that love. Like I just why not do a show where like they're able to like not be in such a high pressure environment? Like I don't get the point of stressing people out. I know people love to watch shit like that, but it's like this is these people's dreams. Like I just feel like I don't know. There's just a part of me that feel like there's something about it that doesn't feel like entertainment. Like it feels really fucked up. Again, same with American Idol. It's like this person loves to sing. This is their dream. Why put them through anything? Like what the fuck? I mean, I feel like the Barbie thing, don't get me wrong, I don't disagree with you, but I also think about the ways that like there are so many women outside of like American culture because again, it's the ways that like her being Caribbean, I think is part of the combo as well. That like she was always accepted in this in America the way she was. I think about a lot of Caribbean people who like really don't understand or don't have any framework for anti-black racism because in their minds it's happening to black Americans, not them. And the ways that she could feel comfortable calling herself a Barbie because again, like think about it, like historically, is she connecting Barbie to an attack on her? Or is she holding herself again as a Harajuku Barbie and the ways that like when you're a mixed person and like it's obvious Nicki Minaj is mixed. Obviously, people will want to hold her closer as a Black American. That's fine, live life. But she has access to culture in a way that again sets her apart from the Black American experience. This is not me saying that Black Americans don't have culture. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm offering is that like her desire to keep letting us know she's Caribbean, keep letting us know that like she's Barbie, keep letting like again, it's the ways that like she's reasserting her worth in the context of white supremacy. But people felt good about it because she looked close enough to black, typically to feel good about it. But again, those lyrics, different person, people would have a different conversation. And I mean that going lighter and going darker. Like they're like if and again I'm not even gonna do it, but I'm just gonna say like some people's lyrics, if other people sang them, people will be like, what the fuck is going on here? But again, it's the ways that people think they know black women, right? And so it's the ways that Nicki Minaj was always towing that line. Now that she's not as liked, I think it's easier to talk about her like completely. But I also think it speaks to the level of like protection that again women who are not black American get in the spotlight. Like again, it's like if Beyonce ever became hated in a way that was like more widespread, I think we'd see a lot of things coming out that would probably fuck us up forever. Maybe not me, bitch, no shade, because I just feel like I've been watching Beyonce's like situation for a while and just wondering like what's next, you know? But somebody will be fucking shook. Like I think about people that still think Oprah is like a good person, and it's just like, whoa. Um, right. No, the defending of Nikki's behavior has been like terrifying. She's very protected. She's so fucking protected. And again, it's the way that some people are like, oh, she's doing this because she's trying to do. It's like, she could just be an opportunist, you know? Like, we don't gotta look deep as fuck into everybody doing mischief. Like, it's like a lot of people trying to get money right now. I feel like that's the biggest thing. I also think about the ways that like Nicki Minaj family clearly is not from America. It's no shade. But I think about the ways that motherfuckers want to align with Trump, but don't want to consider what the fuck that means. Again, like there's so many conversations unfolding at once. I don't think everyone's ready. I don't think everyone's ready to talk about, what this means, like community wise. Because again, I think that, again, I think about how a lot of us want to root for people and they're just bad people. And they may be black and they're bad people that happen to be black. Like again, and it's frustrating because again, I'm holding that two things can be true at once. They can be a black person you want to root for who is making terrible decisions, making very, very bad decisions. And again, it's like, at what point do you jump ship? And I'm holding that as well. That people will see Nicki Minaj as a black person that, is just making a bad decision. They may not see her completely. And I'm going to hold that too. I'm going to hold that as well because I think that that's a very easy thing to do. Tyra pissed me off with the doc. Trigger warning. We have past contestants tell their stories about anti-blackness essay. Yeah. No, and that's the thing too. I was grateful for Maya World's take where she was talking about how, these climates, these environments take help. And I really appreciated that connection. That like, these people didn't just, weren't just treated like shit out of nowhere. Y'all was there, seeing them get treated like shit. Y'all didn't stand up. And again, it's the ways that everybody showed up for this check. Also, hearing about Miss J was really sad. Like hearing about Miss J being in the hospital and Tyra not checking on her, that really made me like want to like just throw up because it's like, damn, Tyra, like, fuck, like not there in the hospital and like this is coming up. Yeah, I don't know. And a lot of people are saying that Tyra is operating like, it is what it is. Like, people are like, I wonder what they told Tyra was going to happen. Right. But I think about the ways that, like, even for Miss J to get to a point where people respect her enough to call her for that opportunity. Like, I just think about the ways that, like, black folks are, like, constantly told, like, they have to be great to be in the room. And like just again the mediocrity of like Tyra and just again I feel like that's the thing about Tyra that annoys me is like she is literally a lizard. Like I'm not like I just feel like again I know people are not gonna appreciate this take and I'm okay with that. But Tyra's beauty being like her talent and like that's what gives her the freedoms. It's just so sickening when you really think about it. Like how perverted this the system of beauty and the culture of beauty is. Like we're taught like as femmes to be beautiful outside a lot. But when it comes to the insides of anyone, like it's just I don't know. It blows my mind how like the people that are like supposed to be so beautiful and so it's like it's all just a spectacle. And again, like I sit with my own like desires to be beautiful, to be seen, to be, one of the girls that's, so beautiful. And again, I just think about the ways that beauty can really like take away, maybe not take away, but like beauty can really have you thinking really incorrectly that your behavior is acceptable because no one's checking you. Meanwhile, people aren't checking you because they're scared of you, bitch. Like they're not checking you because of anything other than their fear. And again, the ways that like People would be scared of somebody with privilege. And again, it just felt like that's what they were saying. Like, I have not seen the documentary, but every response, it just feels like everyone's trying to say, like, we were scared of this bitch. Like, again, just the ways people be scared of us, like light skinned people. And people will be, again, like scared to the point where they don't do anything. I'm happy to see Tiffany, the girl that she screamed at and was unhinged to, pop out and basically say, like, Tyra's a bully and stand on it, because again, like, it's the ways that, like, I'm sure Tyra was paid to be a part of this, which is sick, because any portion going to her should have really went to victims of abuse, the girlies that she harmed. Like, it really could have went to that. That would have made the most fucking sense. But, they called the bitch to give her a check, so I don't expect them to be doing the right thing. Honestly, like, the fact that anyone could pay her. But it's like, was Tyra really bullied? Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, what suggests that? Like, I know, like, there's a part of me, like, I'm not trying to do too much because I don't know Naomi Campbell at all. But there's just a part of me that wonders, like, did Tyra assume that her and Naomi were gonna be friends because they're non-white? Like, there's just a part of me that feels like maybe she really over expected something from Naomi. And maybe Naomi was like, girl, get the fuck out of my face. But again, it's the ways that, like, like obviously she couldn't know what Tyra was gonna become, but it's like, does that matter? Like, again, like, I think about the ways that, like, I'm sure Tyra coming into the business meant maybe less work for her. Not saying strictly, but just saying that, like, Tyra definitely was, in her way a little bit. And I'm not saying it like they really were like crossing paths too much, but I'm just saying, like, you're a younger girl who's new, like, read the room, bitch. Like, but again, it's the ways that I'm sure at a certain level you want to sit with the girls that are on that level too. And I think that that's essentially what it all came down to. Mm, mm, not yo, she did. You're right. I did see that episode where she had Naomi on and was basically being like, "You were so mean to me," and I want to say Naomi apologized. Like, I want to say Naomi actually took it seriously, which again is like, whoa. But again, like, I just see so much content from Black women talking about how many people want Black women, like, at the job to perform like they give a fuck about somebody outside of work. And it's like, bitch, like, that's so much. Like, why does anyone need to care about you outside of work? What the fuck? But again, that entitlement. Yeah, you know what? But my thing is this, like, how serious can you take it? Like, no, Jay, like, what does she want? It's not best friends, it's not RuPaul's best friend's race. Like, I'm not trying to be shady, but again. But I'm not gonna even play. Like, I feel like when you get to a certain point or people notice you, you definitely want to find community amongst people like yourself. And so I think, again, I think that in the industry, from an industry context, I can hold space for, like, Tyra wanting to talk to her, but I also want to hold that, like, again, again, like, I think about how, like, Tyra is famous for literally having green eyes, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I feel like that's literally the only reason why we see her, like, on TV. Like, again, like, there's just moments where it's like, I think about Naomi, like, again, being gorgeous as fuck, but how I don't Like, again, how long did that last for her? Like, I just want us to consider that, like, after modeling, Tyra's on TV doing whatever the fuck she wants. She has a show, podcast. Like, let's be real. Like, they had a completely different life. And again, the ways that people really expect Black women to just be there, it's not normal. It's really not normal. But, you know, as somebody said, it sounded like she didn't she still she still doesn't understand, you know, what she did wrong or how she was behaving was off. And, you know, I hope she finds community, because it's out there. Not she knows and she's still leaning in. I'm crying. No, Mish, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, that's wild as hell. Again, like, she knows that her fame, it's literally just her not being Black. Like, and I think that that's another layer to this, is like her trying to connect with Naomi, and Naomi's like, girl, we don't have the same experience here. And again, like, does she have the elders, the wisdom? No. But she has a lot of power, and us lighter skinned people will get power and abuse it, unfortunately. And I think about the ways that, like, she probably, like, again, even having a show called Next Top Model, when you're only a model because of your eyes, like, it just makes me think about how flimsy modeling and beauty is, because it's like, who's looking depends on who gets booked. And it's just like, clearly white people, you know? Like, it's very obvious. Like, they want us to worship whiteness. And so they'll find somebody who's a ginger with some green eyes. And again, the ways that, I don't know about y'all, but I definitely had a colored contact phase. And the ways people treat you when you have lizard eyes, bitch, like, when you got them chameleon eyes, bitch, motherfuckers be really breaking their neck. It's so sick. It's so sick how much people really want to talk to you when you look like a lizard. When you're giving a lizard, people be really like, are those your real eyes? Your eyes are beautiful. Low-key, bitch. It's the way I want to get some contacts, but I really don't, bitch. Let me not. I really don't want to get any contacts, but bitch, remember the Saluticas? Somebody remembers the Saluticas. Somebody remembers buying them expensive ass motherfucking, those contacts were so expensive, bitch. I don't know why we did that, but I do. Desire's a hell of a drug, ain't it? Like, it's like, I feel like, again, just as a sex worker, like, it's wild. Sidebar, bitch, like, this is a sick moment to talk about. Like, trigger warning for a white man talking to me. Just trigger warning for a white man talking to me. So, one of my sex work clients, I hate him. I feel like I've talked about this before. But anyways, this motherfucker seen my new hair and had the nerve to say, as a Eurocentric white man, I preferred your red hair because you look like a Spanish queen. And I literally hung up on him and made him send me $240 so that he could, again, apologize, because I was like, girl, like, he was like, you look like a Nubian queen, but I'm really, I really like the red hair. I'm like, bitch, you love a wig. Shut up. He really said that. He's like, you look like an obese Spanish queen with the red hair. I was like, girl, give me some fucking money and shut up. I literally put him on timeout for the weekend. And bitch, I don't even want to talk to him no more. Like, he really said as a Eurocentric man. So stupid. Fuck. I'm telling you, bitch, he really is a job. Talking to him and not throwing up. Like, he literally, like, bitch, I'm not going to do too much, but bitch, it's the way that he got so many fantasies, bitch. And I'm at a point where, okay, and this is just, again, fairy home mother. This is just tips for the whore that may be starting out. Lie to these men, bitch. They be saying anything, bitch. Lie. Lie. Especially if you're not gonna get caught. This motherfucker be telling me the wildest shit. I be like, oh my God. That's you're so cool. I really told him, I was like, I'm so grateful for you. Like, like honestly, after he sent me the money, I was like, honestly, you made me feel really ugly. Bitch, I don't care about him. But I was like, you made me feel like I wasn't hot anymore. And he was like, no. He's like, I'm so sorry. Like, he was really worried, bitch, because I literally ghosted him. I'm still ghosting him, but still. I only popped back up just so he knew I got the money. Right. No, and that's the thing. I don't even talk to men for free anymore. Like, I've just stopped doing that. Like, if a man is talking to me, he's paying me. I'm not trying to talk for free. But I thought about making a dating app just so that I can be bored or just so I can, like, just have some funny stories to tell. Because low key, I was thinking about some of my old videos where I was telling y'all about men that I talked to, and like, they were so funny. And so that's my energy is like, talking to a man for the plot. But yeah, no, he's ugly. Oh, Nima? You're not wrong. The Saloticas were just so, bitch. I had the cool grays, bitch. Bitch. Again, it's the way if you look like a lizard, people really think you're cute. It's so sick. It's just moments like that that really have me question everything, bitch. Like high key. Like whenever I put a wig on and people gag, I'm like, ew. Like honestly, at this point, because it's like again, like all that stress. Like when I take this out, I don't feel no type of way. Like taking this out to my natural, that doesn't stress me out. But like if I'm wearing like a fucking wig, like OD all the time, yes, I'm stressed. Very stressed. Very stressed. Cause again, like there's a fantasy that people project on. Like I said, this man told me I look like a fucking Spanish queen. And it's like that is so crazy. Like how a hairstyle will really have someone thinking I'm more worthy. But I think again, a lot of women who are not white know that their hair can communicate more about them, unfortunately. And so again, me choosing this hairstyle, I already know my sex work client's about to be weird. Like it sucks. It sucks, but it's like again, the closer you code towards black, towards African, towards definitely not white. Again, if I can be mistaken for white, I could be in a couple more rooms, but there are definitely racists in the sex work spaces, and there's definitely people who prefer people to again assimilate. This is not to say I'll never wear a wig, bitch, but I don't want to wear a wig right now, bitch, especially considering like I just again like just hearing someone tell me basically that because they're white, they like me better when I don't look. It's like, girl, I know. Shut the fuck up. Like, I'm aware. I'm aware. Please be quiet now. But yeah, we taking a break from that client because he's annoying as fuck. He has a lot of money, but he is a dumb motherfucker. Whoa. And see, same. Like I used to be so scared about like my eyebrows and not having a tail. Now I'm just like, LOL, bitch. Like I might shape them a little underneath. But again, I think about how like in your 30s, and also like I want to be candid. Like when people are in relationships, like especially romantic, like it's easier. Let's not play with people. Like it's easier, especially when someone like likes how you look no matter what. Like I think about that aspect of like my day to day is like, bitch, I could look a lot of ways and like it don't change like how I'm being treated. But again, the ways that like my partner also, has hair similar to mine. Like we share hair products. So again, I feel like I don't always have a partner that understands like the maintenance it takes to keep our hair looking nice. And again, having a partner that can understand again like the need for butters, the need to do a deep condition, especially like in the winter, the sealing of the hair, it's a lot. And so I'm grateful that I'm with someone that like first of all, my partner literally bought me this weave. Like again, I've had a man pay for a wig before. Never had a man like again put some weave in a cart for me and like get it for me and get me adornments. Like he picked out some adornments too, and I was like, whoa. Again, like there's just a different experience I'm experiencing in this relationship, and this is not to say it's perfect. It's definitely not. Mm-mm. Definitely not. As I said before, I have anxious attachment, working on becoming more securely attached, and they're avoidant, working on becoming more securely attached. We're still working on it separately but together. And so, with that being said, like having someone in my life who validates my beauty, likes me, genuinely laughs with me, spends time with me, it makes it easier to do sex work, honestly, because again, no matter what happens, I'm gonna get cuddled. I'm gonna get like connection from someone that I care about deeply, that cares about me. Doing sex work as a single person is so different because again, you can mentally get fucked up and get caught up. Like the man that I'm talking to right now, I don't think I could ever get connected to him. But again, there's definitely been moments where, bitch, I already told you I thought I was moving to Israel. I know someone's like, bitch, what? No, for real. I was talking to a man in Israel for years. And he ghosted on me for another bitch. I don't know her. But she ain't look nothing like me, and I was hurt. I was like, oh my god, and I hate that because again, just because she don't look nothing like me don't mean shit. But again, it's the way that I was like, damn, bitch, what was I, you know? But again, a sex work client, you know, it's easy to get fucked up though. Ooh, listen, my partner's a fearful avoidant as well. And again, I'm not trying to make it seem like anybody needs to do labor to be in a relationship because some of these relationships not worth it. But I do think that in this relationship, I've learned a lot about myself and about how I respond to things. And one thing I've come to the conclusion of is that like the environment can really change how you're flowing with yourself, can really change how you're connected with your partner, and also sometimes we really need to be by ourselves, but being in a relationship is more convenient. And I think that for part of this relationship, I definitely should not have been one. And I can be honest with myself about that. At this point, I feel like I'm actually present. But for a lot of the relationship, even though I'm anxiously attached, like I was not in it. Like I was just like, operating in this way where it's like, I'm gonna leave if these things aren't right. And again, like I'm not saying that like people shouldn't have, but again, I feel like there's a time to be doing that, and there's a time to be again in the relationship present. And I just feel like it's hard for me, bitch. I think at this point though, I think I know for like I feel like I know for sure he loves me, but I still feel like I have to test him. And again, I know that some people will think that that's a good thing to do. Live life. I don't give a fuck what you do. But I know for me, I just feel like I've tested him a lot. And I feel like it definitely got unhealthy at some point. At some point. Now I'm still testing him. But I feel like I'm still trying to, I'm still trying to heal that internally, Because there's nothing he can do. It's about me at this point and my own fear. Like again, it's the ways that I feel like again I have a lot of like stress and fear from the past that I've definitely brought into this. And again, I'm still working on that. I'm still figuring it out. But I have moments where like I don't want to look at his phone, where I'll be scared to like find out that he's doing something shady. And again, the only thing that be on his phone is his mama texting him something and like a text message from like a food company. Like I've never seen anything, but I still, again, I get stressed about it. And I think, again, having all this time away from like a formal job, I just really got to plan better for next winter because it was just so easy to be in here in my head and not really do shit. And I really want to connect, but like I seen somebody asking if people want to jam. I'm just sad because I don't trust them. Like white people be doing some weird ass shit and then be wanting to like do fun stuff, and it's like, bitch, I don't even trust you to be in the room with you. Fuck, like being making music and shit. Like, I hate how many white people have time to like do fun shit, and all the people of color I talk to are literally like burned the fuck out and at the house. I don't know. I'm gonna try to find like a way to do like a digital hangout, like a digital poetry slam or some shit. I think that's my plan because honestly, I'm so fucking tired of white people. Like, they're so annoying. Like, they're the ones doing all the events, they're the ones doing all the shit. And it's like, bitch, how do y'all have time? I'm angry. Shanice, thank you for being here. Thanks for being kind. I appreciate you. I mean, who didn't wear makeup every day back in the back? Like, I just feel like it was, again, we thought that that was what we should do. And again, there's so many femmes still wearing makeup every day, getting their nails done. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with beautifying yourself. But I know for me, bitch, I felt like if I don't put myself together, people are going to look at me in a way that I don't want to be looked at. And I want to be looked at and be seen as beautiful. And again, the ways that like, what will you do to be seen as beautiful? Like, what would you do? And I think a lot of us know. Spend a couple coins on our definition. And I just think now at this point, I think as long as I have a little piece of hair, and it could really be a little, but right now it's a lot, you know, it's a lot of piece. But again, as long, like for me, beauty is, I don't even know. And I think about that part too. Is like when people perceive you as attractive, it's hard for you to put your finger on what it is. But at the end of the day, like sitting with like beauty and colorism and colonialism, I have to sit with the reality that like, am I really beautiful or am I just not black? You know? And I have to sit with the reality that like people really do use like all these ways to say that someone is not black or all these ways to say that someone is not deep dark skin. Like again, a lot of these compliments really hinge on being white, lighter skinned, symmetrical faced. Like again, I want to hold that like Tyra Banks, is she really beautiful? Like, is she really beautiful? Like, what makes her beautiful? And again, the ways that like we could ask that question about so many people, because again, I think about like how many times like bitch you could turn on a TV right now and just look at like a new movie that came out, like a new movie with a bunch of unknown people. There's always a thin white woman with dark hair or blonde hair, without fail. A gaunt white woman, blonde hair, dark hair, no matter what. That's the lead, unless it is intentionally a black story. And then there's a lot of times an ambiguous exotical as the beauty. Like that's who we're being taught is like the beautiful one. And again, I think about the color purple and I think about the ways that we're supposed to know that Nettie is more beautiful. How do we know that? Again, I want people to consider like what we're trying to say about beauty. Because again, it's like in the color purple, like Nettie is seen as more beautiful because why? She's not as deep dark skinned. She has seemingly longer hair that she clearly manipulates. Again, the ways that like there's work that Nettie does that is invisibilized to us. We don't see her doing her hair ever, do we? We don't see her getting herself together, do we? No. She appears and she is. And again, like the ways that people will look at Whoopi Goldberg in The Color Purple and may see themselves and may think like that's what ugly is. How? Even the ways people tell Celie in the movie that she's ugly. Like, what is the point of this? Again, I think about the ways we talk about who's beautiful and who automatically gets told, like, they're just not it, they're just not there. And it's like, is that true? Like, is beauty really a destination? Is beauty really somewhere we can go? And again, I think about the ways that, like, I know if I put on, like, a blonde wig with, like, a dark root, people will think I'm attractive. How do I know that? Because it's happened before. Because people have literally gone out of their way to, like, be nicer to me, be kinder to me. Like again, I grew up being bullied. I grew up like not being thought of as like the beautiful girl, the pretty girl. Like when I was really young, sure, people were like exotifying me as a lighter skinned child. But once my mom stopped getting my hair permed, it was very much like, oh, something's wrong with your hair and you're fat. And again, I'm just gonna get Mustafa out of here because they're just I don't know what's going on with them, but they want a lot of attention tonight, and they're not really saying anything, and I'm really not sure the point of this. I'm not sure. No shade. Anyways, but yeah, no, again, like the ways that like people say people are beautiful, and it's like, what about them is beautiful? What are we trying to say? Again, it's the ways that I keep seeing the same looking faces, and they keep on being reinforced as beautiful. Why? And even now, like the ways that like Maya was World did a video about how people only like deep dark skinned women when their bodies are really skinny, and it's awkward because again, the ways that people love this girl Olandria, and I see them going up for her, and I'm happy obviously for her to get any kind of shine and clout after all the bullshit, after any kind of fucking bullying and hazing happening to her. Even still, even if those things didn't happen, it's still awesome to see somebody getting again noticed and getting all the things that they seemingly wanted. But again, the ways that like I have never seen people go up for a deep dark skinned woman who was fat. Like I have not seen it. Like I've not seen it. And again, I think of like just that lack of representation, and just how even when there are deep dark skinned fat black femmes to root for, people will really operate like again, I see so many people really choosing to double down on fat phobia in the moment. I've seen some very weird takes about fat black women and how black women shouldn't be fat, and how nobody wants to promote fat black women as if it's promoting, lack of health. I want people to know that being fat is actually a disability. I know people don't think of it that way, but it actually is the case. There's a reason why like fat people have accommodations. Like you see like larger benches or larger wheelchairs. Those things mean that like someone needs that support. So with that being said, when you see like larger showers, when you see larger seats, certain places like at the hospital, I know you've seen at the in the ER that large seat that looks like a bench. No, that is a seat for a very fat person who exists. Again, there are people that need accommodations, and because of that they are part of disabled, or excuse me, the disability community. And unfortunately some people don't want to think about fatness as a disability and want to see it as a personal failure, which is again unfortunate because anyone can be fat. Literally anyone. No one is predisposed to being fat. Fatness is, or I want to endomorphic bodies exist. People who are larger, people who gain fat faster than muscle, like we exist. But also, some people are fatter and they're not interested in losing weight, and that's okay. And again, I wish we would focus on how we feel about our bodies versus projecting that outward, because all I hear a lot of times is how people don't want to be fat. I don't really think the fat hate has much to do with us fat people. It really sounds like a lot of people wouldn't want to be fat. And I understand. I wouldn't say that it's easier being a fat person at all. In fact, people have harmed me for no reason other than I was fat and have said things to me that were really hurtful because, again, I was fat. Or rather, because I wasn't thin, I deserved pain seemingly in this way. And because I am not uncomfortable in my fat body, there are some people that will try to hurt me even more because they think I should be miserable while fat, which is sad because, again, it's the ways that I need accommodations in the same ways that somebody in a wheelchair needs accommodations. The world is not built for fat people. It's not built for people who can't walk. The world is not built for people, for certain people. It's not. It's created for, honestly, this world was created for white men to walk around and be comfortable. Everyone else being comfortable is not promised. mm. Nima, I feel you. And didn't you say that? Didn't you tell me that your mom is Italian? I could be making that up. I mean, I think like the Kim Kardashian look, like the dark hair with like the fucking good brows. Like, I just, again, I think like early on, like Kim's looks, she did look good. She did. And even Courtney, like I thought Kim and Courtney were really beautiful girlies. Like, again, I don't think that the Kardashian clan is like the thing that sucks is like it's very clear that Chris is a pimp. Like the older I get, the more it's clear like that somebody's mom was a pimp. You know, just the older I get, the more you can see whose mom was a pimp. And I could just see that like Chris is a pimp. And I just think about how she didn't really care about what happens to her kids. She don't really care. She do not care. She really just cares about getting money, which is sad because I think at some point the babies are gonna start talking to her ass. Like I pray she lives long enough for the babies to start talking to her for real. Like I pray North bothers her every day, asks her a crazy question about something that happened 10 years ago, and she gets sick. I pray, but that's just me. You took the dive into anti-blackness and beauty standards through the ages, and finally learned to love. Word, listen. I feel like style icon for me was definitely Beyonce. Like I feel like I was definitely not I wasn't trying to look like her for real, but I definitely was trying to like emulate like her hairstyles for sure. Because again, like we're getting all this messaging about her being like one of the most beautiful black women, and it's like I don't know what to do with my hair. So yeah, I'm gonna get a lace front that looks like that, like that's gonna make the most sense for me. And again, the ways that people were telling me I look like that Beyonce, I was like, bro, why would I not do this every day? Why would I not want to look like Beyonce every day? Like I'm getting treated so good. Like why would I not? So again, I don't think that anybody's wrong for any style that they take on. I just think that like again, at some point you do have to sit with the reality that like maybe you don't want to look like this. Maybe people are just treating you better looking like this. And I think that that's another conversation, is it not? But like I said, I feel like being in a relationship with someone that like really likes how I look no matter what, like appreciates me no matter what, like kisses me even when I have morning breath and like I know my breath smells crazy as fuck and he does not care. Like, whoa. Like I just feel like I've never been accepted so much and it's terrifying. Like it is so fucking terrifying. But I think about the ways that it's gotta probably be terrifying for him too in ways. Cause there's definitely been times where, I wanted to leave, I wanted to walk away, and I really didn't. It just was like what I knew I could do. And now I'm at a point where it's like I really don't want to walk away from him. I really do care about him very deeply. And if I'm being honest with you, I really feel like he's the love of my life. And I know that that's really dramatic, but it's really how I feel. Like I feel like I've never laughed so hard with someone. I've never felt so just excited for someone. Like I've never watched a movie with someone and just watched their face like throughout the whole movie. Like I'm obsessed with him and like it makes me really happy because again, I feel like I've been with people and never let myself get too close to them. No matter how much I wanted to, I still was scared to believe that it was real. And I feel like I'm at a point where I know it's real, but I didn't realize how much scarier it could get. Like the more real it feels. Like I'm really thinking like once I accept like this love, like everything's gonna be okay. And now I'm like terrified about so many other things. And it's just like, dang, that is how it goes, huh? But I'm just grateful to be at a place where I can just hold that there's no perfect relationship. The real test is like, are we both like standing on the other side of the rope, like holding it and trying to again like meet each other where we're at? I feel like North becoming like the family mouthpiece is just like yikes. Um I really hope the best for her. Real talk. I just can't imagine having Kim Kardashian be my mom. Like, that just sounds terrible, bitch. I would rather have Chloe as a mom. I know how that sounds, but I just like, I don't know. I just have a feeling that that True really be running Chloe, and I just feel like North really be running Kim. I just feel like, you know, like your dad not taking his mental health seriously, your mom was raised by a pimp. Like, I'm sorry, but you know, it's just something about your mama being raised by a pimp. Just changes things. Again, this is no hate towards North. Like, again, my mom's a crackhead, so trust me. We all have hurdles, bitch. We all have fucking hurdles. You feel me? My mom is a bird crackhead. Like, I'm really not trying to judge this girl. I'm just saying, like, when your mom is a pimp, cause like, have you like, bitch? There's people whose mom is pimps, and you could tell. Like, fucking a little scrappy, Mama D, that is a pimp. Like, bitch. Honestly. And who else, mama? Waka Mama? Miss Deb? Oh, that's a pimp. Definitely a pimp. Who else? I don't want to say Tokyo Tony. There's just a part of me that feels like maybe not a pimp, but the head of something very underground. And definitely has memberships extended to Azalea Banks. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I'll say an underground cabal. I'm not gonna say pimp. I just feel like I don't think Kim knows how to protect anybody. Like, I think about when Mason was little and the way they had him like just like a keychain every fucking where. And again, it's the way that growing up, like again, like it's wild to notice how people treat about the babies. What up, Wom? I hope you're doing well. Um, but yeah, no, again, like Kim been pimping North. I just feel like North is finally pimping herself, which I know sounds crazy. But I feel like North finally has her own account. Back, Kim definitely was keeping her on social media. I'm sure she has a Finsta and Ben had a Finsta. Ben had a device that was secret, I'm sure. But at this point, she can now be out loud with herself. And again, it's the ways that she keeps on getting piercings and showing off, and that's cute. But I also think about how, I don't, again, Kim is not going to protect her. Kanye not going to protect her. Chris not going to protect her. Who else, bitch? Like, again, it's the ways that, like, who is really going to make sure she's good? Like, the only one, like, you know what sucks? It's like the only one that seems to be getting a childhood is motherfucking, uh, damn, I swear, babe, these people got 1,000 babies. What's Rob baby name? Dream. I feel like Dream the only one I have not seen, heard hide nor hair about. I haven't heard shit about Dream. I really think China is like, oh, y'all not about to have me looking crazy out here. Like, she's like, I got the only real Kardashian. Like, she's like, no. She's like, it's not gonna go down like that. She's like, I got the legacy. Like, I just feel like China's just again the way China is not posting. Like, I don't see shit. I don't hear nothing. Don't hear a thing. But the rest of them, and bitch, I don't see Saint neither. Yeah, I don't see Saint. Some of these kids get childhoods, not all of them though. But you also have to think about like the climate. Like people are broke. Right? People are broke, like broke. A lot of these corporations closing down, and a lot of people are not paying for extra shit. Like somebody might pay for a concert, but are they gonna pay for an album? Probably not. Probably not. They might stream it, maybe. I don't know. I feel like it's such a weird time to be alive right now. I can just feel the world shrinking. Just feel smaller. But yeah, I feel like I'm about to just go on the apps and just try to talk to some hoes. Like I said, bitch, I'm gonna get this hair finished soon. Also, bitch, happy Pisces season, bitch. I forgot it was Pisces season. Damn, I want to do a tarot card reading for Pisces season bad as hell. The motto for Pisces is I believe. And belief can be very powerful, but it could also be a moment to recalibrate because you might be thinking something really, but it ain't that. You might be really believing a lie. Yes, Pisces season just started and it's getting wild, bitch. But again, it's the ways that Pisces season, you really have to pay attention to like what you're doing to escape. Cause that's a big thing. Neptunian energy right now, bitch. If you have dreams during this season, it is a time right now to look into what your dreams mean. If you are having, recurring nightmares, maybe look into that. If you're having a hard time sleeping all of a sudden, look into that. But Pisces season, it can really have us lost in a bottle, lost in a rock. I don't want to leave y'all out. Lost in a line. Like, honestly, like, this is the season where people get really wrapped up in trying to feel better, trying to feel good. And again, like, we have to hold on, bitch. Spring is coming. I know that ugly ass rat says 6 more weeks of winter. Fuck Punxsutawney Phil. Fuck, I'm gonna say purple dick. I'm sorry. But still, I know we're trying to get through winter. I know, bitch. I know. If you look, see, they come on mic. They were like, bitch, don't be talking about Punxsutawney Phil. I can't say too much. Not you feel my heartbeat. I'm screaming. Dreams versus delusions. Indeed. Indeed. This is a time where you could really think you met someone great and they're really just a good talker. They're charming, but what you believe about them isn't what you know. So just keep that in mind. Aquarius season is I know. Pisces season is I believe. Just keep that in mind. We're going from knowing things to believing things. And we can all believe some bullshit. We can all believe something that's incorrect. We can all believe that he's a good guy. No, he would never do nothing like that. He never did nothing like that. We could believe a lot of things, but just check. If they are doing right, if they are doing what they said they were doing, it'll show, it'll reflect. But just challenge your belief system at least one time. Whenever you have a thought that's really quick, that comes up really quick, maybe take a moment with that thought and say, why do we think that? What's telling us this? Truly, because you might realize, like, oh shit, I'm being colonized. I'm performing in a way that would make a slave master very happy. You really got to just take a moment and ask yourself, why do I believe this? What is this from? Who planted this belief system into my body? Because I promise you, some of y'all really believe stuff and it might be done. It might not be time to believe that anymore. Diva. See? See? Okay. I I'm so glad that this person cannot speak to me. But as I was saying, like, we're just not in a time where everyone's going to be telling the truth. We're going to be in a time where people are going to want you to believe what they believe, where people are going to tell you something and they expect you to just take it, where there might be a lot of rush to just do whatever the fuck they said. Take a moment. Why do they believe this? Just ask yourself, what is being believed here? What's the belief system behind these words? You have to take a moment to step back to where people are coming from and why they said what they said. Like I said, when I first got here, there's so much conversation that's talking about birth rate. It's like, why are they talking about the birth rate? They're talking about wage slaves. They're talking about how the rich people are talking about how there's not enough people to be janitors and to work in, like, again, who wants to be a janitor? Who wants to be a short order cook? It's so many jobs many of us don't want to be. But the world we live in, it meant somebody was going to do that job. Somebody was going to be a janitor. Now, think about where we're at now. So many people being more intentional about creating life. It means the people that are alive, we're going to get real intentional about what the fuck we're doing for our survival credits. As I said before, only 2 classes. People that don't work because we work, and the rest of us. Okay? 2 classes. So, if you get hurt, you get sick, someone in your family gets hurt, gets sick, you don't have income anymore. What happens next? Again, there are people who, it doesn't matter if they get hurt or sick, they still will have our money and the rest of us. So I want folks to consider that whenever you think someone is a broke bitch, just consider, if you got sick today, if you couldn't go to work tomorrow, would you and that person be in the same boat? If your job fired you suddenly, would you and that person that you consider a broke bitch be the same fucking person? Again, I wish people would consider how easy it is to be a person that has a job and then a person that doesn't have a job. But there are people that never need a job because their job is collecting our money. Again, I know it's hard. I know it's hard for people to sit with that, yes, you went to school. Yes, you had a degree. That's great. That's great. We love to see that. But those things don't mean that you deserve more survival than anyone else. And again, there are so many people who want to be those people that control wealth, which means you're controlling people's labor. That money comes from people working. Again, I say all this to say that certain things said mean way bigger belief systems are being enacted against us, And so when people forget that, like, to be rich means there has to be poor people, like, some people forget that to be privileged means that there have to be people oppressed. And, like, people forget that part of it. And so there's a lot of poor people who can't wait to be rich. And the reality is I bet you'd probably like it more if, like, you had, like, I don't know, your needs met. And, like, if anyone got sick in your family, they could get care without everyone becoming bankrupt and, like, the whole family splitting apart because people don't want to be obligated to be caretakers. Again, I'm sure you'd prefer to, like, have a fridge full of food and, electricity that, again, is guaranteed because it exists on this planet and we deserve it. And, like, we can't harness the sun all the time. Although I've seen some really cool solar energy. Also, just like the way people are building houses now, so cool. I saw somebody build a house and put, like, a skylight in like this room in the bathroom to save money on electricity. And basically they would only need to use the light in the nighttime because all day, like, the skylight would fill the room. Me too. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Jossie. Right, and that's another layer to this too, is like so many of us are fucking working like really hard. And again, I'm holding that like some people know that I don't have documents, some of y'all don't. But one thing I found out during Trump's America, if you're undocumented, even if you're a US citizen, like they're blocking us from getting work. So any work I find is going to be exploited as fuck under the table, which is why I'm doing sex work and talking about it so loudly because I'm not the only person who doesn't have the documents to work. And do I want to get them? Sure do. Have I tried to get them before? Sure have. Has there been obstacles in my way? Yes. And so again, I'm at a point where I feel like trying to get my documents, I feel like I'm gonna have to be really strategic because again, like depending on what goes on next, I could really be in an entertainment facility, bitch, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. And so that's the hold up at this point. Is like I stopped trying to get them at some point, and then I got a job, and then I literally couldn't sign up for the job because I didn't have the right paperwork of identification, which sucks because again, the last job I got, they didn't give a fuck. That was before Trump got into office. They did not give one fuck about me not having the paperwork. But again, it's the ways that like now that Trump's in office, things are different, very much so. Which means more and more people are going to do riskier shit to survive. And again, like there are people who are undocumented that are still here that are making it work. But I'm just, I'm holding space for the fact that we are literally in a time where people are trying to figure out how the fuck they're going to pay their bills and eat and live to see another day. People don't really got a lot of time or energy for the extra shit, which again, it's being felt. And I hope folks know like you're not crazy. Like this is a fucking wild time to be alive. And if you're able to emote, if you're able to write music or sing or dance or do anything physical or emotional, just please like indulge because again, like it's so easy, especially now, to get trapped in just a very toxic cycle of escaping and just not connecting with yourself. I don't know. I can definitely feel that for myself. Like I feel like Pisces season already got me feeling like just weird, bitch. Like I feel like I have very little water in my chart, so Pisces season always hits me. Pisces season always reminds me I have a body. Always reminds me that having a body is more than just waking up and feeding it. And so before I go, I'm just hoping that people remember to put your feet in some water, remember the shower is an indoor waterfall. Just remember that you can take a long time, just like, doing a face mask, a cleanser, just find some way to center some moisture because Pisces season can be very dry for how wet it is, for how maybe tear filled it can be. It can be very drying. And I think about how raw people feel after crying, and I just think about that feeling like that. Like yeah, like I was covered in moisture, but now I am so tight in my face. Like just the aches and pains that will come out in this season. Please protect yourself, bitch, for real. I swear this season is very big addictions, very big avoidant energy, wanting to run away and hide. A little bit of psychosis, like you see the two fish swimming in a circle. And then also Aquarius is holding the cup that Pisces is in. And so there can be a lot of circular thinking where every thought kind of leads you back to this other thought, and like things seem really, really, really cyclical. It can be really draining. So please just like center anything peaceful, anything easy to understand, because the complexities of this season will really hit a bitch. Just please protect yourselves as much as possible, friends, because Pisces season is not a game. But we'll be back. I'm trying to think of when a good time to do a Pisces reading would be. Ooh. Oh, I think like the 28th, because like I literally need to move out on that day, but I think I'm moving out on Monday. I think, I don't know, bitch. We're still waiting to see like what's going on. Like apparently, like the rental is coming down to like our last landlord. Like giving us like a good recommendation, which is funny as fuck, because our landlord actually like owes us money and is has gotten no contact with us because she's shady. Like she got caught like doing a scam and now she's like acting like she can't talk no more. And it's like, girl, you better not play with us. Like there's a part of me that's like, it's in her best interest to make sure we get this fucking apartment. Cause if we don't, then she has to, like if she don't, what she's not thinking about is if she don't get this shit figured out. Cause that's the thing too. She already paid the shit for her. What you call it? Like we could technically sue her, bitch. Like she actually did a scam on us, and we're letting it go at this point because bitch, we don't want to be dealing with her. But it's the way that like if she really wants beef, she could have it. But like it will be in her best fucking interest to say we were great tenants and get us the fuck out of here. And I really hope we get the spot because it's a 2 bedroom. And me and Dane have been talking about getting a 2 bedroom for a minute because we really want our own bedrooms. And also, if I'm being real with you, like I just have so many friends that like have needed a place to crash. And I really want to be that friend that's like, yo, come. Like if you need to stay in my room, I got it for you because I just think that that's so necessary. I know a lot of people can't afford to do shit like that, and I wouldn't encourage you to do it if you can't. But I think that it'll be possible. I think, like, again, like my partner got a raise, and also, like, since like we've been working together, we've actually built a credit line together, which is really exciting. And so my plan is to try to like find a way to just be more supportive. Like one of my friends about to move to Alabama, and I feel like it's just because like she's trying to save some money, but who knows? Maybe I'll be able to host her if she wants to come visit. Like that's what I think. But I'm definitely just trying to be, the support in the world that I fucking needed because there have been so many moments where somebody had a place for me to just crash out and like not die. And like I needed that badly. And now I don't know. I just can't imagine like trying to fucking do all that shit again. Like that sounds fucking crazy. But because I'm not there, I actually have like the mental fucking bandwidth to consider like what I could do with the space now. But yeah, I'm just really excited just thinking about it because like don't get me wrong, like yes, having another room to sleep in is great, but I still want to sleep with my partner most of the time, meaning that room will be available to do all types of stuff, which is exciting. But again, I just don't see the housing situation getting better, and I'm just fucking tired. I'm just so fucking tired of like not thinking about what this is about to look like. Because again, like there are so many people that have room for people to stay, but like how the fuck do they find those people? And I feel like that's what I want to do. Cause bitch, when I found out there's white people who are conducting an underground railroad that like poorly, like that really had me pissed the fuck off. But I couldn't do anything about that. But I'm at a point now where I'm trying to figure out like if there are any black folks a part of it, because the white people I've encountered were fucking awful, and I don't. Again, I'm naming a couple names just to get them taken off the fucking list because they don't need to be stewarding anyone. But I don't even know where the fuck to begin, bitch. Honestly, like I really don't know where to begin. I want to go backwards, try to find it, but I feel like I don't have that account anymore, so I don't even know how to find that person. I don't want to talk to Aaron. I really don't want to talk to Aaron, but We'll see, bitch. But I'm definitely gonna try to figure this out. Again, I'm bringing this up because people should know about this. People should know that there's white people who think that they're running a fucking underground railroad and it's not real and it's putting people in danger. But more importantly, like there need to be people who really do consider this is a real legacy work. Like again, like it's the ways that like people keep talking about just the next 3 years, and it's like I don't know. I think about the ways that like sickness really destabilizes people. Like that's the thing about America. Like they're not better. They literally carry disease as a weapon. Like when you get people sick, you can do a lot. Shit, if you make people sick, you can control a lot. And that's all I think about ever since COVID has been unfolding on us is how weak like our bodies feel. And again, how there's no collective COVID consciousness. Like I don't see masks anymore. And so everybody talking about they're getting sick and it's not COVID. And it's like, how do you know? I don't know, y'all. I just think about the ways that like historically, like this is what the colonizers did. They got people sick and they demonized their practices and set people off to war so that there were barely any people that were willing to fight. I think about how there's so many of these ice people and like they're literally the war, but people aren't. They're not talking about it like that. But that's what the war is. Like again, but also the people that are in detention centers. It's like mm, I just think about how like war is messy and how there's people fighting in ways that we don't know yet. Mm, I mean, that's another layer too, friends. Is like the Epstein files it's not even fully released, and then again, it's a part of the culture. Like everything that we're reading is a part of American culture. Like I think that's the thing too. I think people are grief stricken more than that. Like I think people are feeling so much grief that I think it's hard to access anger. Like I think like sometimes like you can be so sad and shocked that like anger is and rage is like so far away. And that's how I feel. Like I don't think that the American public wants to deal with the rage. I think again, I also think the fact that there are so many people already enraged. Like I think about the continuation of rage, like how another shift, another moment of rage, like gathering, like or building up. Like I just think, you know what this makes me want to do? This makes me want to read like what the degrees are in the sky right now. Just because again, like today just feels so. I wish I could put a word on it, but there's just something about today that just felt so hazy. Just feels so hazy. But I really wonder. And anyone can do this. You can just go to Google and type in what degrees are the planets in today. And then as you see the degree numbers, you just type it into Google. I promise you, I'm not doing anything super special. And your birth chart has a bunch of degrees in it. Just a PS for anybody who wants to look at their own personal degrees. I feel like that's a really fun thing to do because you'll notice that sometimes your degrees are happening right now. That's one fun thing about it is when you look up the degrees and you notice, oh, one of my degrees. So what degree? I'm gonna to type in planet degrees because that's easier. Planet degrees. Right now. And I feel like I always look at this one website. The person's name is, I want to say, Jessica. Close all tabs. All right. Oh, I have 46 tabs open. That makes sense why everything was going crazy. Okay, yeah, it was called jessicaadams.com. That is the website that I typically use. Okay, for some reason that website is acting a fool. That's tragic. I hate that. Okay, so I'm on astroseek.com. Right. See, Nima, that part. Like, that's what I was saying. It's like, it's American culture. Like, the files are deeper than just like some man's emails. It's like, this is like the blueprint to America. Right. And it makes me think about when Dan Schneider was outed and we all start noticing all that feet shit at fucking Nickelodeon. And I was like, and I like I told y'all, like I be having sex work clients that say things to me, and like the kink is linked back to something they saw from a cartoon, and I be like, bro, like these cartoons be having like sexual things in them that people don't know about yet. It's wild to find that out, but I'm telling you, there's some things that men in their late 20s, early 30s are into, and they came from these TV shows. I'm shook, bitch. I'm very shook. Okay, our planet degrees today. Oh my god, bitch. Bitch, why Pisces is at 333, bitch? I'm telling you, I see the number 9 like every day. I see the number 9, I see the number 12, I see the number 3 every fucking day, bitch. It's wild. Or the number 6. Like, I swear. I swear. Okay, let's see. So the sun is in Pisces 3 degrees. Let's see, excuse me, what Pisces 3 degrees says. And this is the sun. All right, the sun is ego. The sun is what is easily seen. The sun is, again, in Pisces. The sun is in I believe. Leo's motto is I will. So just keep that in mind. Whatever the sun is in, it's I will, and so sun in Pisces, I will, I believe. A lot of strength in that. My Pisces sun people, I will, I believe. And again, the context changes depending on the sign. Think about Libra, we are. I am, we are. That's why a lot of Libras be having a rough time. Y'all are very universal with the love. Y'all have a very broad idea of love and care and compassion. Or rather, I will, we are. Y'all really do put other people before you, you know? Again, the sun is I will. You will what? Anyways, so Pisces 3 degrees, and I gazing out the top of a pyramid. Timeless soul faculties wrench free from the tumultuous times and places to gaze upon the innermost with tranquil and sage otherworldliness, drawn inside very far into the unconscious and superconscious levels. On the surface, nothing happening, a blank. But deep inside, astounding things going on. Worlds ending and beginning. Tragedies, heartaches, tremendous overcomings, Yet all of this is so far inside that it can get twisted in knots and cut off from the center. And therefore, you must over and over again wander in search of your lost self and the lost self of the world and journey through the most fantastic scenarios in order to reclaim at every major juncture the poignant, shattered, and self regenerating lost soul. The lost soul whose pathos and triumph of navigation through every possible hiding place, through the sheer inward intent of your subtle faculties, cannot be discouraged, cannot be described, cannot be denied. Whoa. But can I tell y'all what is the next one? The next one, Pisces 4 degrees, mushrooms springing up everywhere. So if you're Pisces 4 degrees, very psychedelic vibes. Pisces 2 degrees, a man turning into a werewolf. Ooh, that's fun. All right, and the moon is in 2 degrees Taurus, which is exciting. I have Taurus 4 degrees as my rising, so I'm always excited when I see Taurus on the board. But Taurus 2 degrees is in the moon. The moon is big Pisces, big Cancer, bigger Cancer. And so the moon is I feel, it's inner desires. And so the moon is in I feel, and Taurus is I have. I feel I have. Wilting flowers form a graceful pattern in a vase. Supreme resignation, a twilight soul mood. You adapt to the limits imposed by time and situation, dreaming ceaselessly, waiting forever, not very attached, not very involved, fostering illusions, fixed notions, and habitual states. At the mercy of context, somewhat unable to change, prone to multiple weaknesses, self indulgent, old fashioned, remembering when, ancestors in the blood, you have a fabulous imaginative capacity, but very little active life, indwelling the phases of the moon and the recesses of the world, in a suspended soul condition, drifting with the tide, sweet, naive, and wishful, solitude and ever afters, a wondrous soul underneath a pile of old stuff, wanting the best for all. That is funny as hell. I love these degrees. They're so funny. Okay, and we're in a crescent moon with Taurus. I know nothing about the moon phases. I'm very ignorant to that. P.S. Ooh, we have a Pisces stellium right now. Mm. So if we have a Pisces stellium, bitch, it might be a little rough right now. But we have Pisces 21 degrees and Mercury. So Mercury is communication. Mercury describes like how it's sounding. Mercury rules not just Gemini, but also Virgo. And so, again, like I think people don't always see Gemini and Virgo as connected, but I think that the mercurial energy can be very they can be expressed very differently. I think that Gemini really has a dual way of thinking, whereas I find Virgo and people very steadfast, like they mean what they say, and they have like an air of authority when they communicate. But yeah, Mercury is in 21 degrees Pisces. Ooh, pagan fire worshippers dancing, trance states, at home in psychic realms and other realities, the self abandoned to the tribe, to the sweep of the moment, to the energies that arise, on fire with longing and poignant bittersweet reflection, a throwback, a native, a primal soul, emotional, depth centered, superphysical. You are energized tremendously by special occasion, extraordinary meetings, unexpected miracles and tragedies, expectant and waiting for something wild and unknown to break through, mediumistic, vicarious, and charged with a life force that must be followed out. A certain distinctive fate to be at times disappearing and gone, and at others times resurgent and mighty, all dependent upon the tides of fortune, and it will always change in unpredictable, exciting, disorienting, and multiple ways. True that. True that. Venus is also in Pisces at 14 degrees. Again, I told y'all there's a Pisces stellium happening right now, so it's deep. Pisces 14 degrees is after a feast, much uneaten food remains on the plates. Whew, Venus in Pisces. Something has ended. It is a memory, and what happened cannot be reconstructed. Something else shall follow, but it will be in a very different vein. Irrationally, persistently, the traces remain, and there is regret, there is loss, there is grief. The magnitude of destiny overshadows cycles lived in this afterglow. The power is elsewhere. Vital forces have been spent, and in the melancholy mood of looking back, so much is missed, passed over, not deemed important, yet truly it is what you learn afterwards that counts. And it is the inward reverberations that mean everything to the secret soul. Damn, Pisces, you deep as hell. Mars, the fighter, is in Aquarius, which is funny as fuck, because honestly, Aqua would rather just leave. Aqua doesn't like fighting, and if they have to fight, they'd rather do it with their mind. And so we're dealing with strategy and war in knowing. Aqua 23 degrees. Ancient runes carved at random on gray rocks. Learning ultimate things the hard way. You have to put yourself totally into every realm to experience it for yourself. With a zeal for empirical wisdom or the wild edge of the scientific method, the experimental test case is yourself, and you are out there all alone in vast uncharted territory, just the way you like it. You've been granted the chance to prove things, to follow them out quite far, bearing a determined intelligence with karmically trained faculties of subtle perception. However, objectively speaking, this is an intensively arduous and relentless way to do it, without safeguards or precedents, relying upon the moment's edge. If you can be tirelessly strong, doing it this ruggedly will prove to be the only way to go. If you wish to uncover future territory without imprinting bias or distortion upon it, you just have to invent the wheel in yet another dimension. Ooh, shit. That is funny. That is really funny. Jupiter is in Cancer still, and Jupiter moves really quickly, but because it's retrograding in Cancer, literally till this summer, it can look like it's just kind of chilling, but I promise you, this bitch ain't never chilled once in her life. And I think it's at 15 degrees. Yeah, 15 degrees Cancer. Jupiter is like our luck, good fortune, things that are coming to us, things that are, written in the sky, things that are on our energy on our side, good things that we can't be passed up by, this thing can't miss us. We were always gonna get it. A boarded up doorway that leads to another realm. The soul, as divided as it can be between two diametrically opposed realities, radical karmic crossroads, what is preferred, what you have a taste for and an affinity with, is any known familiar world within which you belong and are not questioned. What you feel afraid of, forbidden from entering, are the vast unknown worlds which partake of infinity. If given your way, the densely familiar worlds will surround and protect you for extended cycles. Spirit here must wait until all personal dramas are exhausted. Yet spirit here is not patient, and subtlety, yes, and subtly curses your mundane endeavors for being so trivial. The resolution of this extreme polarization will require drastic self loss and many subtle permutations to pass through in order to become whole again. When your karma has split you down the middle and left you there to work it out for yourself. Whoa. Again, like I said, this is supposed to be luck on your side. This is supposed to be things that, are working out for us. And that one was not uplifting, but I do think, again, it says a boarded up doorway that leads to another realm. So the blockage is one we can see, one that is not. And again, it's in retrograde. So Retrograde doesn't necessarily mean the opposite, but it could also mean that like maybe you're already in the other realm and you're trying to get out, actually. Maybe you're so caught up in one space that you're kind of not allowing yourself to think of any other place to be. Um, Saturn is still at 0 degrees Aries, which is exciting. And 0 degrees literally just means like there's a seed that is being watered, that must be watered. And Aries is I am, it's the youngest sign. And as I said, Saturn is ruled by not only Capricorn, or Capricorn is, Saturn's the ruler of Capricorn and also Aquarius, a co ruler. And so we're dealing with I use, I will, and we're dealing with Aries, which is I am. And so right now, I think for Capricorn Aquarius people, you could really be grappling with the ways that, grappling with who you really are. As I said, Aries is the youngest sign. They are the first sign, meaning that they are the baby. And so Saturnian people, people with a lot of Saturn in the chart, could be feeling like, kind of childish, kind of younger. Could be feeling like you're new somewhere, and maybe that's fucking terrifying because, again, being Saturnian or being more Saturn affiliated means that we really like being the boss who knows what the fuck we're talking about. We don't really like being the new person at work or the new person on the team that has to earn their place or has to earn our stripes. And this isn't to say we don't like hard work. It's more to say that we prefer having a certain position. A Pisces stellium sounds too powerful right now. Being punished for being boring is wild. I'm crying. No, really, that's what it said. It said, "Yo, you're stressing us out." Like the gods were like, "Get some real problems, bitch." Again, I think that the degrees are hitting for me because I honestly feel like, just again in the grand perspective of everything, it's wild. Like you could really be stressed about something and then just again read the news and then notice that like you could just go and have a snack. You're actually doing a lot better, than you were thinking. And again, even like comparing yourself to like anything that's happening right now, like I know that's not the point, but what I'm trying to offer is that like you could really get lost in so much grief and you can really miss out on, decentering yourself from what's happening in the moment. But I also think that people are going to center themselves. They're going to think about their trials, tribulations, the pain they're experiencing. It's all very human, but again, there's a desire to like not consider yourself as much, which makes sense, but I also think about the ways that it's so fucking easy to think that your pain is the most important pain. So with that being said, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to go brush my pussy, but I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me and just pray for my fucking hair. Just pray everything works out for me, bitch. Honestly, pray that I get to my motherfucking beard because it's growing real wild, bitch. Like, I don't know why. Like, why can't I just have a good beard? Like, if my beard is gonna beard, why I want to grow right here and right here? That is so hateful. Like, I wouldn't mind having a beard, but why the shit gotta be patchy? I'm so annoyed. My PCOS hoes know. The beard don't be fucking, it don't be, it's like, I want to get it lined up. I want to get a chin strap. I'll never be able to chin strap. I'm so hurt. Anyways, enough about me and my beard. I hope you have a good night. Love you. Bye.